All right. So in this video, I am going to go over how to get a business line of credit. There's a lot of different factors, and I'm going to give you all the inside tips and tricks on how to get the best line of credit possible. So first, just the basics, okay? You have to be in business at least a year. All right. Next, you have to be doing at least $30,000 a month in revenue that's going into a business bank account, okay? And you need at least 650 credit or better. And those are the basic parameters. Now, I'm going to dig into some of the cash flow requirements and everything else that's really going to give you that inside advantage on how to get a business line of credit. So, first, the more revenue you do, the more of a line of credit you're going to be able to get access to. Okay, the better your credit, the better the rate on that line of credit, and the longer it'll go out. Also, the longer you've been in business, the easier it is to get you approved for a line of credit. And once you hit that 2 year mark, it gets much, much easier and simpler to get the line of credit that you want and that the business deserves. All right, so let's go into this. When we're talking about cash flow, it's always important to keep around 10% of your average sales, okay, average monthly sales in the bank account. All right, no negative days, no NSFs, no bounces, none of that. All right, so if you're doing the bare minimum, which is $30,000 a month, if you have $3,000 in the bank at all times, that helps. The next thing that people don't realize is the more deposits you show, the stronger you're going to score out. Why is that? Well, it's like that for a couple reasons. One, the more deposits you have, the more transactions you have, it shows more clients, right? When you have more clients, if you lose one or two, it's not a big deal, as opposed to only having 4 or 5 clients or 4 or 5 transactions. If you lose one or two of them, your revenue, your sales are going to go way down. All right. So the magic number is usually 8 to 10 or more. All right. So the better the credit, the better the cash flow, the more deposits. All right. And the longer you've been in business, that's all going to factor into you getting the line of credit that you want to grow your business. Now, each and every week, we probably help people get between 500, a million, even up to 2 million in lines of credits. That's one of the programs we offer. I want to go over how they're structured and how you should be using them. This is super important. So lines of credit work on 6, 12, 18, or 24 months. I've seen some longer. However, these are simple interest-bearing programs with either a monthly or a weekly repayment. The only thing that makes them 6, 12, 18, or 24 months is that's when each draw is scheduled to be paid back, right? Everything's automated to make it simple and easy for you. So that's how they're structured. It's important to know how they're structured. But the most important thing is, how are you going to use it to grow your business? Every single business should have a line of credit. Why? Well, you can use it for opportunities and you can use it for emergencies. And when is the best time to apply for a line of credit? The best time to apply for a line of credit is when you don't need it, right? Because you're going to score out higher. Your credit's higher, your cash flow is higher. If you wait till something happens, it's going to be harder to get that line of credit. So just keep that in mind. And if you don't have a line of credit, please reach out. We can get you a line of credit set up literally in less than 24 hours. Usually the longest it'll take is 24 to 40 hours to have one set up. And it's amazing because it works like a separate account. You just log in, like you log into your bank account, you hit draw, and then all of a sudden the funds are now either wired or transferred into your business bank account. It's that simple. It's that easy. Rates start at like 5.9% and go up from there. So it's very, very, very cost effective. Right now, how should you use it? Lines of credit should be used for short-term needs. What are short-term needs? Well, things that you need every month or every quarter. I'll give you some examples. 1 is marketing. 2 is inventory. 3 is supplies. 4 is adding staff. Okay, or anything that's going to allow you to increase your business revenue, right? And why is that important? Well, as you grow, as the business grows, okay, the line of credit can grow with the business. Right now, a couple questions we're always asked is, well, what about if we need equipment or we got to buy a building? Don't use the line of credit. Come back, we'll get you an SBA loan or equipment financing because it's a longer duration, right? Typically, you want to pay for things in the time you're going to use them. So inventory, you buy and sell every week. right? So if you use a line of credit to buy inventory in bulk, okay, and you get a discount, now as you're selling that inventory, you can pay down the line of credit, which is, by the way, is also building your business credit, which is super, super important. All right, I'm kind of teaching you, I'm giving you the roadmap on how to utilize a line of credit properly to grow your business. And it's also important to have a line of credit in case of emergencies. Let's say you get a big tax bill or something breaks at your business. You want to be able to replace it quickly, not lose any revenue, and have access to capital with the click of a button. That's why I say every single business should have a line of credit. All right. Also, you might have an opportunity that jumps at your lap, not just inventory. But what if one of your competitors goes out of business down the street? Well, guess what? If they're going out of business, you might be able to pick up their equipment, their inventory, whatever it is, for a massive discount. You want to be able to jump on that really quick. So this is why you need a line of credit. Now, to go over how they're kind of structured or underwritten, excuse me, typically when you get a line of credit, it's going to be between 25 and 75% of your monthly average. So if you're doing $100,000 a month, you might get a line of credit for 25 up to up to 75,000, maybe $80,000, and that's there whenever you need it. All right. The cool thing about a line of credit is you only pay on what you draw. So if you have $100,000 line of credit and you only draw 30,000, well, you're only paying the simple interest on the 30,000, right? So they're really great programs. If you need help, have questions, reach out. We can get you set up in less than a day, and it's simple. But just so you guys know, all that you're going to need to ever apply is just an application, 6 months banks, the last 2 months of your payment processing statements. If you don't accept payment processing statements, don't worry about it. And a driver's license, void check, and your most recent business tax return. All right. And again, we'll get it scored out in 4 hours and hopefully set up in under 24. If you guys have questions or you need a line of credit, click the link below and we'll get started. Appreciate every single one of you.